Thank you for tuning in to any of our videos. We also want to just ask your forgiveness if anything in this comes off offensive or abrasive. It is not our intent to cause division. What we would like you to do is enter into just a relationship as a believer with us, knowing that we're as much of a work in progress as you are, and that you would continue to pray for Nehemiah Abilene. We're going to talk about motives. How's everybody doing? Good. Trying to think of what all, I feel like stuff transpired yesterday, and I'm trying to rack my brain about what all happened. You know, Wednesday nights we do our meeting with all the ladies for House of Esther. And so we have like a brochure done now. We have what our logo is going to be as far as we had a vision of a specific type of vase, and we found it. And the vision that I had was actually literally, what are you doing? Get out of the middle of the circle. Esther. Yeah, Esther. So anyway, we had a vision of this specific type of, and I appreciate the heart of it, right? The heart of it is to try to do the most excellent. He wants to do it the best possible way. He wants the best quality of sound. Like, that's his motive behind that, right? The motive behind it isn't to be a distraction. The motive behind it isn't to take focus. The motive behind it is his role and responsibility is to do the best job at producing any media thing that we do. And so I can't be mad at him for it, but it distracts, right? For me, it's a distraction. It may not be for anybody else, but it is for me. I'm desperately fighting for my focus. I don't know if you know that, but the spirit that comes in and affects everything in this room, the one that comes in constantly, is the one that tries to rob us of our focus. Even on Monday nights, man, I'm telling you, like, stout men of God will come in here to worship with us and they're like, bro, what is going on in here? It's like there's something constantly trying to steal my focus. Listen, because if we're focused and we can be intentional and we can be in unity, God's in the room. There's a powerful thing that it can occur in unity and have it being intentional in this moment. Listen, most of the time in this circle, we don't even all exist in the same moment because most of y'all are in the future or in the past. So you're not even present. But if in moments, in minutes, small seconds, we come together in that place of unity with focus, then in that place, I think that's where we're gathered together in his name. And that's when he's there. But that's why there's such a battle for our focus. You know, tactical proficiency is something that that I talk about sometimes because, listen, if we always call it the enemy, right? The word calls it the enemy, and then so in that, then I look at things in battlefield, and so if I'm going to look, I don't want to expend too many resources because I don't know how long I'm going to be in battle, right? I'm going to load up, I'm going to go on a patrol. I've only got so much ammo, so much food, so much water, so much of everything. I have to make it last, and so everything that I do has to be super intentional about not expending my resources in the event I encounter a greater force. Right? I have to be tactically proficient. I have to plan a route. I have to look at the path. I have to see what kind of buildings are there so that I do my loadout in a specific way so that I can move the most effectively so that there's tactical proficiency. If he's an enemy, he does the same thing. If that's what steals our focus, and listen, it's an enemy that's been around since the beginning, then I assure you, he's tactically proficient. And it's all to test you and grow you and all that stuff. So just imagine if right now there's such an attack on our focus, which means he's trying to grow us in our ability to focus. Like, he doesn't mean that, but all things work together for the good, right? God, in his sovereign nature, is allowing that because it grows us in our ability to be intentional in this moment. And so that's why we fight for it. It means that if we're able to do that, if we're able to overcome that lack of focus, to be intentional in this moment, the enemy has lost purpose. Does that make sense? And he's only doing it if there could be an outcome against him if you have your focus. Motives.